Good morning, student. Hope you all are well in your home. Today we are in the third class of standard 7. We will read today properties of multiplication of integers. Now, let's see what will happen when two or more integers are multiplied together. First of all, when we multiply two negative integers, when to multiply two negative integers, the result will be positive. The result will be positive. How? All of you can say that how it's happened. Let's see. Suppose that example you look -5 into -5. When you multiply them, what you will get? 5 into 5, we know what will happen. 25. And minus into minus, it will be plus. In the previous class we have learned minus into minus, it will be plus. Plus into minus, it will be minus. Plus into plus, it will be plus. Plus into minus, it will be minus. Okay, let's see. 5 into 5, 25. Now minus 5, it will be plus. And when we multiply, suppose here 7 into 3, then also it will be 21. Now when we multiply three negative integers, the result will be negative. How, student? We can say that -3 into -4 into -5, it will be 3 into 4, 12 into 5, 60. Minus plus into minus. So result of three negative integers will be negative. Now we have multiplied two negative integers, we have multiplied three negative integers, we have got our result. Now from here we have learned that when we will multiply even number of integers, then the result will be positive. When we multiply odd number of integers, the result will be negative. What I have told, again I am reminding you, when we multiply even number of multiple means 2, 4, 6, 8 number of multiples. Here we have multiplied two number, then we have got positive result. Here we have multiplied 3 is odd number, so negative result we have got. Finally we have learned that. Now we will go through the first another. Let's say student, next, that is closure property. What property? Closure property. What is closure property? We have learned in addition. When we add two integers, we are getting integers. When we subtract two integers, we are getting integers. Here also, when you multiply two integers, when two integers are multiplied together, the result will be an integers. Okay, what do you got? When two integers are multiplied together, the result will be a integers. Example, minus 5 into 4, the result will be minus 20. Minus 5 into minus 5, the result will be plus 25. Minus into minus plus 7 into 5, you will get 35. So what we have learned, that always the multiplication, in multiplication, the product of two or more, two multiplication, two number of multiplication, the result will be integer only. When we multiply two integers, the result will be an integers only. Okay. Now second property, commutative property. What are commutative properties, friend? We have learned in addition and subtraction. And in subtraction, commutative properties, it does not exist, but in multiplication it exists. When you multiply two integers in any order, the result will be an integer. When you multiply two integers in any order, the result will be an integers. Okay. Means if there are two integers a and b, a into b always equal to b into a. Means a into b always equal to b into a. Means for two integers a and b, a into b always equal to b into a. For two integers a and b, a into b is equal to b into a. Okay. Examples, you look here. What will be the example? It will be minus 5 into minus 4. It will be 20. Minus 4 into minus 5. It will be 20. We have taken a and b, minus 5 and minus 4. We have got minus 4 and minus 5. Both result is same. Therefore, RHS equal to RHS. Here in commutative property, we have seen that when two integers are multiplied in any order, the result will be an integer. Okay, student. Now our next topic, that is associative property. Same result you will get. Associative property. What are associative property? Associative property. What are associative properties, student? Let's see. For three integers a, b and c, we have a into b into c will be equal to a into b into c. Means for three integers a, b and c, we have a into b into c equal to a into b into c. Example you can take, let a is equal to minus 3, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to minus 5. Then LHS is what? A into b into c. That is a is minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5. That will be minus 3 into 20 minus 60. Okay, and RHS a into b into c, that is minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5, that is 12 into minus 5, that is minus 60. So here we have got two results. For LHS we have got minus 60, RHS we have got minus 60. Now we have seen that the property exists for the multiplication, associative property for integers of multiplication, hold it. Okay, means associative property also give the right result in both cases, same result. Okay, now our next property, that is fourth number, that is distributive property. Distributive property. What are the property? Let's see. We have two property of distributive property. Number one, that is in multiplication of integers, addition and multiplication of integer over subtraction. We have two laws, means a into b plus c will be equal to a into b plus a into c, and a into b minus c is equal to a into b minus a into c. We have got two results, that is a into b plus c, that is distributive properties of multiplication of integers over addition, and distributive properties of multiplication of integer over subtraction. Okay, we have learned the two. Now let's see with an example. Now students are generally doing wrong here. Let's see what they are doing wrong. Whenever it is asked to use the formula, we use the law, you have to use the law. Now see how you can use the law. Number one, distributive properties of multiplication of integer over addition. Over addition means suppose you have multiplied 15 into minus 99 plus 15 into only 15. Only 15 into minus 1 given. Suppose that 15 into minus 1. Now look here. How we can use 15 into minus 99 plus 15 into minus 1. We have two cases. Now 15 to take common, minus 99 plus minus 1. What you will get? 15 into minus 100. That will be minus 1500. Very easy. We not need to anywhere multiply anywhere. Direct we will get our answer. Many what they are doing, what generally students do. They are multiplying these two, then they are multiplying these two, and finally they are adding together. So that will take lots of time to multiply and even chance of getting wrong. So you use the property of distributive property and you solve your question. That is our main motto. Now in a suppose that 17 into minus 99 minus 17 into minus 1. What you will get? Suppose that here is not minus 99, here is minus 101, or suppose that only 101. Okay, suppose this is our example. 17 into 101 minus 17 into 1. So 17 into 101 minus 1, that is 17 into 100, that will be 1700. Easy? Understood? We have used the law. Only here you write distributive property. What property? Distributive property. Okay. What property you are using? You have to write there. Here also you write according to distributive property. Okay. So we have learned today 4 property. All 4 property you have to revise in home. You have to solve related to that. Whatever we have solved, all the property in your exercise, which is given as assignment. You will get today also assignment. Now finally you will get the another exercise. Okay, student. Let's see one example more related to that. Suppose that your question is little larger, 58 into minus 99. So many are problem with that only. How we can do this type of question? See here, 58 into minus 99 minus 58. What you will get? 58 into minus 99 plus 58 into minus 1. We can write this. So 58 into minus 99 plus minus 1. 58 into minus 100. That will be minus 5800. Okay, very simple. We have learned. Now next topic, that is your assignment. You have to solve that in your home. You have to solve this assignment in your home. And any problem you have to write in the comment box. Okay, student. Let's see. First question.